first look for the upcoming week in the National Football League. Here's the deal. You have options. You have plenty of options. Normally at this point in the season, when you have double-digit spreads, maybe you would think, I don't have that many options. They're kind of going away. That is not the case for this week. You have plenty of options. Hopefully you get through, unless this is the week of chaos. But I expect most of you will be able to get through, and then the challenge is going to be a week from now. If we go to the top of the board, the biggest favorite is the Rams, minus 13.5 against the Saints. Which quarterback? Probably the former backup in Shuck, as Rattler was benched this past Sunday. Almost a 2-touchdown favorite for the Rams at home. The Packers are at home, favored by 12.5 against the Carolina Panthers. Maybe Dalton. And the Chargers, a 10-point favorite on the road at the Tennessee Titans. Just a complete dumpster fire. Now we're heading into the third game with McCoy as the interim head coach. No life around this team at all. So you've got 3 double-digit favorites. And Sam, I expect people have the option to get through because they're going to have one of them, if not all of them, available. The one week the Rams are very popular, they lost to the Niners and eliminated all of those people. There's been no week where the Packers were the heavy favorite, and certainly the same situation with the Chargers. So you likely have one of those teams available. So if you want, there will be a double-digit favorite available for you since there's 3 of them. You also have the Lions, 8.5, 9-point favorite against the Vikings, and the Patriots, minus 5.5 against the Falcons. Plenty of options across the board, but I think most are going to get through and go with a double-digit favorite.
The Rams are probably the one of the 3 that I would take. I like teams at home. Call me crazy or call me boring, whatever you want. I don't think the Rams are losing. We're going to get Tyler Shook, right? So they're making the quarterback change.
So.
Don't know that that's an upgrade, although Spencer Rattler did love to turn the football over. So maybe the Saints are galvanized by a potential quarterback change and they fight. I could see a cover. I don't think that offensive line is going to hold up against the Rams D line. I think the Rams are going to kill them on Sunday. So if I was still alive in Survivor, I'm not because I stink at it. Rams would be the first look. No doubt.
You get to go against Shook, Dalton, Ward, who looks really bad right now. I know he doesn't have much to work with, but he does not look great. So all of those spots are interesting. If you're looking at saving a team, the Rams in week 13 at Carolina, that's a good spot. The Packers week 11 at the Giants. The Chargers week 13 against Vegas. None of them have a handful of spots where you would want to save them. So I think you're fine with any of them. Lions and the Vikings, it's going to be J.J. McCarthy. I understand if you want to go down that road. I don't have a problem with it. Lions at home, any week. I'm probably not going to have an issue with it. But there are a couple of spots down the road, like the Giants. They host the Cowboys. I don't know if I'd go with that one, where you could use the Lions in the future. And then the Patriots, I have no interest in the Patriots. There might be somebody or some people looking to zig while others are zagging. Patriots minus 5.5 against Atlanta. That's just not the spot I would use them. If you still have them available, I would use them in week 11 against the Jets.
I think the Patriots could lose this week.
Nobody
sees it coming. There are many people that will not want to bet Atlanta. Not only money line. I mean, forget money line. I don't think you're going to see people that are going to want to bet the Falcons with the points. So we take an Atlanta team that was so sexy and broad-chested after beating Buffalo, and then Atlanta responds to the Buffalo upset with dud. So now they go to New England. Drake May, we're talking about for MVP. Patriots winning the division. They're the 2 seed in the AFC right now. I wonder how popular New England's going to be. I'm not saying take Atlanta, obviously.
No.
But, no, I am very, very nervous about anybody that wants to bet New England Survivor.
When you have these other 4 options, why would you do it? When you have Rams, Packers, Chargers, maybe even Lions, why would you do it? It just doesn't make sense to me. Not the spot for the Patriots. They're minus 250 on the money line, okay? And the Rams at BetMGM are minus 1,000. The Packers are minus 900. The Chargers minus 600. Lions minus 500. And then you're going to take half of that, half of the Lions one, a quarter of the Rams one on the money line. No. This is a week where you just, okay, let's plug it in. Let's look at who I have available. Figure it out, which one you want to go with. Maybe if you have a couple spots, you split it up between them and you figure the rest out later. You're going to have to figure things out next week for sure. This is the one you want to have in the back of your mind. Okay, the biggest favorite on the board is going to be Buffalo at Miami, it looks like. After that, Denver, division game against Vegas. The Bears against the Giants. Seattle against Arizona. Almost all of those point spreads are going to be inside of a touchdown. So it's not going to be viewed as an easy week like we're looking with this week with the Rams, Packers, and Chargers at the very top. I don't think you have to spend as much time thinking. If you want to do game theory, okay, cool, I get it. The good thing is there isn't any one team that's going to be 50% because people are going to split it up. They're all going to be 20-something between them.
Yeah. I'm looking at this game next week, Baltimore and Minnesota. Like, obviously we have to get through this weekend first, where Lamar comes back and JJ McCarthy ideally comes back. Do both quarterbacks make it through this weekend? Do we see them both next Sunday? I don't know. Minus 110 each way. Yes, no. Baltimore at Minnesota. Who's playing quarterback? No idea.
Interesting that they're deciding Baltimore. Okay, now's the time for Lamar. We got our win. Now let's push it with Lamar because you could have a potential larger break there. You would have it after that Thursday game. I think that's kind of interesting.